I have some new products, and I also have one product that I actually returned to Sephora. I was very disappointed in. But before we get started, I want to show you what I built. Look at this big dog. He's a bulldog, and he's a sitting bulldog, and he's just so adorable and huggable. I just love him so much. I gave him some nice brown eyes. I think he's gorgeous, and he has a puppy nose, and he is now available for adoption. So anyone who wants to adopt him and who loves bulldogs, he's gonna be on my Etsy. And then of course I have to show you guys this. This is such a detailed, this is my most detailed design. I didn't create this, I bought the pattern, but my most detailed crochet, which is this cute dragon. Look at him. He's also a sitting dragon. I gave him white horns and some off-white design on his wings and paws. But check out his tail. I gave him like a nice furry back, and he's just cute. And he's available on my Etsy as well. And look, his tail goes around, and he has some nice pink eyes. Yeah, I'm gonna put him, he's on my Etsy too. He's just so adorable. So let's get started now with the video. Okay, so let's talk about a skincare product that I've discovered. And this is by Kiehls. I'm gonna link all this below, but I picked up two products. They're quite expensive, and this is the Kiehls seed oil, and the bottle looks like this. So I picked this one up in 30 milliliters, which I used daily every morning. And then I picked this one up, which is the Kiehls Midnight Recovery Concentrate, which is basically the same type of oil as the previous one, but more intense and more for anti-aging. And I use 2 to 3 drops at night. This is in 15 milliliters. And I can tell you that this I have used for a week and a half, and this product, I can see my skin, I will show you right now, feels very plumping and feels hydrated without being oily. It's not irritating on the face, and I didn't get any breakouts or anything. Same with this one. This is supposed to be more intense. This I've used for 2 days only, nighttime. This for a week and a half every morning, 2 to 3 drops, and my face looks smooth. And you know how it feels like? It feels exactly how after you do a nice scrub on your face, but that's how my face feels daily since using this product. So I'll keep you posted if I notice anything else with this product, but so far I'm loving this brand so much. And this was $71 Canadian. This was 43 because this is 15 milliliters. But if you go for the 30 milliliters, you'll spend 71 on this one as well. So love these two skincare products. I don't usually talk about skincare on my channel as much, but I want to let you know that for how long I've been using these two products and what I've noticed so far, which is very rare to notice something so fast when you use a skincare product. I want to show you kind of what I picked up before we get started. I have a new mascara by Tarte, the same one that I have in black, but I picked it up in brown. I picked up the Kulfi concealer. I don't have anything by this brand, so I want to try this one out. Another Giorgio Armani eye tint, the new Givenchy Prisme Libre Glow Serum Foundation, and we are going to try the other newer products that I have in here, but these 4 are like brand new. Let's start with the Supergoop. This is the Supergoop Play Sunscreen. You guys know from my previous haul that I picked up that Estee Lauder serum, skin tint, whatever. I posted on my community page as well, and oh my goodness, I've never come across a skin tint or foundation that disappointed me so much like that one. I have dry skin, mature skin, so it's supposed to work for my skin type. However, I've used it with the same products I normally use on my other foundations, which was, I think, either Charlotte Tilbury I tried, even just a moisturizer, and when I put it on, I will insert some pictures right here. I can right away, this separates. If I touch it, you'll see the full fingerprint on my skin with removing the foundation or the skin tint, it was separating like right away upon application. It was separating right here. Such a weird texture. Felt like I'm putting oil on my face with powder, and then the powder sticks to the oil. Anyways, that was my experience with that foundation. I was disappointed because I spent so much money on it. So I don't like to return things usually to Sephora. I trusted it so much that I even threw away the packaging. I only had the bottle. I was excited to try it in a video. And when I put it on right away that day, I had to return it because it's not worth the money and I didn't want to throw so much money away. So I exchanged it for this one, the Givenchy Prisme Libre Serum Glow Foundation. I do have the old one, the Skin Caring Glow Foundation, which I really love. I did try out this one once because I was excited and I didn't want to be disappointed like the other one, and I loved it. So first, let me do my brows. This is the Gucci brow in the shade 3. That's my horror story with that foundation. I did not expect... I love Estee Lauder, and I have their... I think by Estee Lauder, I do have a eyeshadow palette, which I really love. And I do have some skincare as well for my eyes, which was okay. So this, I love this Gucci brow pencil a lot. It does the job, and the important thing is that you don't see any flakiness throughout the day. Like the pen that you just filled in your brows with does not flake. Very similar to the Benefit one. Let's go with this one. So Prisme Libre in the shade 0C. I'll make sure in one video I'm going to compare it to this one because this one is in the shade 1N95. So stay tuned for a comparison so you guys can see the difference. Same type of design. The logo on this one is sticking out more. You can see that it's raised. I love that on this one it also says on the back 0C. This has more of a rosy undertone, I feel, and this is more yellow undertone, but this is really good. And I'm gonna use, like I said, my new Makeup by Mario F4 brush, and this is just for foundation. Oh, I love the smell too. It's like a very nice soft smell. I'm gonna go with this big size right here and spread it around. Look how lightweight. Oh, it's just so soft and so lightweight on the skin. I don't know how to describe it. It feels like I'm putting just a very light moisturizer with a little bit of tint. Ooh, look at that. Isn't this beautiful? I think this has to be probably one of my top foundations right now. I do love my Milk makeup. This is probably my top skin tints, gel tints as well. I love it so much. This is what a foundation should do and not separate on your face. And this brush, oh, if you guys can get a hold of it, I know it's always out of stock. Favorite brush, this is all I use. I love my Biggie Beauty brush as well, of course, but I had to get this one because, like I said, I have one for bronzer and blush, and then this one for foundation. I like to use both sides. So now I'm going to go with a dampened sponge just to eliminate any brush strokes, which there aren't, but I kind of got used to doing this step. Sometimes you don't see everything in the mirror, and I think this just eliminates any mistakes that you've left behind. Wow, it's just so nice. Look at that. So pretty, skin so perfected. I just love it. You can't go wrong with picking up this serum foundation. Love it. So I'm happy I have both. They're just so pretty. Let's play with this new concealer. And this is by Kulfi. This is made in Canada. I didn't know that. I picked mine up in the shade Badaam, and it's funny that it says the shade right here too. I love the actual component. Very easy to travel with. It's not big, it's not long. Why is my camera having a hard time focusing today? And the shade looks pretty good, I think. It reminds me, the formula reminds me of the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. I've tried this concealer yesterday, kind of as a all over the face foundation. Looks a little bit grayish. Once you blend it, it's gonna look good. Let's use this Makeup by Mario brush and use this side Yeah, you can see the skin is not being left gray or anything like that. Let's just do this one side so you guys can see better. Like, look how beautiful that blended, right? And it's not grayish. It gives it a little bit of that brightening effect. Very serum feeling, like non-drying. I love that so much. It's really pretty. So like I said, I did use yesterday this concealer, but not as a concealer, kind of a couple dots all over my face. How I like to use the Natasha Denona concealer, and I got exactly the same vibes. So if you, I think this is cheaper than the Natasha Denona. So if you don't want to spend money on the Natasha Denona, you can pick this one up, and it's very similar. It's so pretty. I don't even need to use my sponge. Usually I like to use my sponge of concealers, but this one blended perfectly with the brush. Let's move on to bronzer. This is newer in my collection. This is the Dior bronzing stick or contour stick. Skin contour stick in the shade 01 Light. And now we're going to go with the other Makeup by Mario F4 brush with this big part and just work off of the product and bronze up the face. So pretty, this bronzer. Dior products are just, you can't go wrong. Like, everything I pick up from Dior, it amazes me. It gets better and better. It's okay, I'm just going to apply it and then I'm going to blend it. So don't worry, we're not going to leave it like that. Look how beautiful it looks. And this shade is just perfect. So did you guys pick up anything else from Sephora after the sale? I've seen people talk about this Kulfi concealer, so I had to pick it up and try it for myself. I did give away some of my concealers to my daughter that I had. They didn't really work out for me, but she likes to use them as foundation and all over the face, and she loves them. So I eliminated 3 or 4 concealers from my collection, so I'm like, I should replace those with one. Let me have a coffee. Coffee is so good. I started working out. My husband built this big machine. Ow, I cannot even lift my arms like this, in the basement, and it's a program. It's like a 9-week program, and I'm just started yesterday. It was the first day of the first week, and I did shoulders, back, and arms. And everything that I worked out is sore. I can barely lift my hands up to do my makeup and everything else, but I'm gonna pull through the pain. And let's move on to my new highlighter in my collection. Of course, is Dior. This is the Dior Forever Glow Luminizer in Pink Halo. It is so pretty. I love this one more than the other one that I picked up a long time ago. Just the shade is much better. Which one should I use? I think I'm gonna go with this Sephora 05 highlighter brush. So I like to apply my highlighter before my blush. It's so lightweight. You don't even feel like you're applying anything on the skin. I don't understand how this formula is just so good. And it's non-drying. It doesn't emphasize your fine lines, your smile lines, and nothing comes out of the pen. Like, it does come on the brush and it transfers on the cheek, but when you swirl it, like, look at that. It is so beautiful and so lightweight. Look, do you guys see it on this side? So pretty, and I love to use this in my inner corner as well. Should we use it now in the inner corner? No, let's use it later. Let's go with a blush that I haven't used in a while. It's on my desk here. My Givenchy Prisme Libre in the shade 1. And I like to dump some in here. Came out. That's what it looks like. And I'm gonna go with my favorite duo-ended brush again. This is another favorite of mine. I'm obsessed. I love this too. I love this one by Makeup by Mario. I love the Nude Sticks one, and I love my Rose Ink one. I just love this one so much. I have another F1 Makeup by Mario. This is really good for foundation. I just love all these brushes. That's all I use. You know what this combo reminds me of? The other Dior face palette. The blush and the highlighter mashed together. I get this on my face. So pretty. Let's add a little bit more. And this is another formula that it's very lightweight, even though it's powder, and it doesn't emphasize your fine lines at all, or it doesn't feel like it's drying up your skin. Like, look at that. Zoom time. That's so pretty. The highlighter and the blush together. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And this is the perfect brush to apply powder blush with. I'm telling you, like, if you were to use this blush with probably another brush, it wouldn't look as amazing. So the brush also matters. For the eyes, okay, hold on. I'm so excited. So you guys know I already picked up 2 shades, right? From Giorgio Armani. And I have shade 72M. So someone told me this is pretty warm tone on them. Then I have 67S, which is a glittery shade, and this is a matte shade. And then she mentioned that this is a nice cool tone shade, the Cedar 30M eye tint. So let's open it up and see. I have not tried this one out. And it's another matte shade. So let me swatch them. 30M, 22M, and 67S. So if you're interested in picking them up, so let's see how they look if we blend. Oh, I gotta be careful with that. Oh, this already set. Okay, so that's what they look like. Okay, so I think a little bit of this goes a long way. I picked up this baby wipes. I like to pick up baby wipes because I find they're easy on the skin. And I got the unscented ones, and I keep them on my desk because they're really good for quick wipes like this. I'm scared because it looks very intense. Let me prepare my brush. I'm going to use my BK Beauty 212 brush. It's clean. And I'm just going to add a little bit on the eyelid. And then just blend it. And then we see if we need to add more. Oh, yeah. It blends like a dream. And it's not as scary looking. You see that? Oh, yeah. She is right. This is definitely up my alley as well. Because I love cool tone eye looks. I do love the other warm one as well. So there's like a time and place for each to wear. I think this looks really nice. And it's not muddy looking or anything. It is pretty. Okay, so let's do the other eye. You can intensify it if you want, but I think I like to keep it like this only. I think you can use your finger with this as well. Kind of like the Bobbi Brown ones. Oh, I think I added a little bit more on this one. So they do dry down. Just don't apply on both eyes and start blending, because by the time you probably get to the other eye, it's set, but it sets so nice on the eye without being patchy or anything like that. It's so pretty. I wonder if we should just leave it. Let's just leave it matte. You guys already saw how this is so beautiful on the eye, but I'm gonna go with my Dior now, the highlighter, and ooh, let's try this in the inner corner. So I'm gonna use this BK Beauty 207 brush, and I'm just gonna put this in the inner corner. Oh, this is one of the most favorite highlighters ever that I own in my collection. I should declutter all and just keep this one. This is even better than the liquid highlighters. Okay, let's move on to finishing the eye. So I'm gonna use my Hourglass. Like I said, I love to use this in my waterline in the shade Cave. And this is one of those pencils that you twist up. Like I said, I like to put this in the waterline, and my new YSL one that I got, I like to use it as just a wing liner. So I'm just gonna add a little bit here like that. I think this is so pretty. For both ways you can use it as a wing liner as well. It lasts really nice throughout the day, but I think I love it more in my waterline. Okay, let's try out this mascara. I could not wait to show you this mascara. This is the Tarte Tartelette Tubing Mascara in brown. I'm gonna open it. I know I have the black one open, but I wanna have a brown one open as well. It feels exactly the same and looks exactly the same. Never had a brown mascara. I did have one by L'Oreal, but ooh, look at that brown. Let's see. More zoom on my eyes now. I love tubing mascaras. That's all I'm gonna buy from now on. They don't flake and they get removed at the end of the night so nicely with no raccoon eyes, no extra rubbing on your eyes. Wow. So pretty. Same formula that I know and that I love. So here it is with one eye done and one eye still needs to be done. I think it looks pretty. So you can see how small this eye is and how it just makes this eye much bigger. Okay, so I'm going to quickly, can I tell that it's a brown mascara? I would have to see side by side with a black, but right now it's a little bit hard to tell, but it's clearly brown, like a nice brown, like a warm brown too. So, okay, I will finish this other eye, enjoy this intermission. I'll be right back with lips and final thoughts. So here is a close-up of how everything turned out on the face. I think it's really pretty. I actually love this eye color a lot. Very up my alley. I love how everything turned out. Let's move on to lips. For lips, let's go in with this Refi one. I've seen this out of stock a lot on Sephora. I don't know what happened, at least Sephora Canada. This is the Refi Lip Sculpt in Dusk. So we do have a kind of Vaseline type of spoolie. It looks like it's Vaseline on it, but that's just to set the color. And then we have this really nice waterproof pencil on the other side, which you twist up. So this is the shade Dusk, and it's really pretty. So I like to use this as my lip liner and lipstick as well. I want to pick up another shade, but I've seen it out of stock a lot. It's so nice. And it is very long lasting. I love this formula. So those are the lips with just the liner. And now we're going to go on the other side and take out this Vaseline like spoolie. And this will also make this lip liner last longer. It literally feels like putting Vaseline on your lips. It doesn't give you that gloss effect, but it feels hydrating like you have Vaseline on your lips. And it is transfer proof. Let's do the test. So watch. You see that? Nothing. Right there where the lips were. And it's still on my lips. I really love this product. I want to buy new shades too. Okay, I also had this Dior Lip Glow, but there's no need to use it. I have the shade. This is the shade that I wore in the beginning of my video. And this is the shade 039 Warm Beige. It's such a pretty lip balm. Let's kind of talk about the new products in today's video. But here's a final close-up. I think everything turned out so beautiful. This Glow Serum Foundation by Givenchy. Definitely love it. A little bit more than this. Maybe because it's the shade. It feels a little bit more lightweight with the same amount of coverage. This feels a little bit thicker, but I love how this lasts as well. So I'm still loving my older one. But definitely recommend this one if you want to try it out. For the concealer, this is up there with my Natasha Denona concealer, which it's very hard to find a concealer to really love as much as my Natasha Denona. I have 3 in that one, and I love this one. This is going to be definitely my top concealer as well with Natasha Denona. And what else is new? This highlighter is just pretty. My favorite highlighter in my collection, I can tell you right now, and I can just get rid of everything else. Just keep this one. I'll be happy. And I'm actually very, very happy with this. I can honestly tell you that as much as I love my Bobbi Brown ones, I think these are better than those. Okay, not better. They're different, but I love them more. I love to apply this more. I love the eye look more with this ones, but I do love my Bobbi Brown as well. But I think if I ever travel, I will just bring this or a couple of my Bobbi Browns because those are good to line your eyes as well. And I don't even need an eyeshadow palette. So definitely recommend. These are my top 3 shades that I really love and enjoy. I love to have my sparkly one, a warm tone one, and a cool tone one, and that's all I need. I can tell you again that this for skincare, I love them so much. I have dry, mature skin, or normal to dry skin, mature skin, and they do wonder on my face. Oh, the mascara. How can I forget my mascara? Favorite mascara I have ever tried since I've started my YouTube channel. That's all I can tell you. And I will not be buying another one. But that's like, there's no need to purchase another one when this one works so well on me. I love it so much. It lasts all day long. It doesn't smudge. It comes off at night perfectly fine. So yeah, that's it for me today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.